Ben Whittaker, aka the Surgeon, his fight has just been announced. He's going to be fighting Benjamin Gavazi. Wow. I've managed to find one clip of Benjamin Gavazi on YouTube. He's a fella from Germany. He's had 20 fights. He's lost one and he's got 13 KOs. I mean, he's 30 years old. Majority of his fights have been in Germany. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the opponents that he's fought. I'm sorry. I do not recognize a single name. If you do, please let me know in the comments. Listen, I like Ben Whittaker. I think he's a talented fighter. He's a special talent. You know, he went over to the Olympics in Tokyo in 2020. He came back home with a silver medal. Not every fighter can say that. Do you know what I mean? There's only certain fighters that can say they went to the Olympics, came back with a silver, or came back with a gold, or even a bronze. So for that, I have to big up Ben Whittaker. He's done well for himself. Sometimes I think he does some silly shit in the ring. Do you know what I mean? Like taking a piss, mocking his opponents. But you know what? It's all part of the entertainment. Yeah. And in boxing, we're here to be entertained. Yeah. But he did have that controversy against Liam Cameron in the first fight. Quit gate. Did he quit? Was he injured for real? But you know what? Props to Ben Whittaker. To be fair to him, he came back in a rematch and he made amends for it. You know, he stopped Liam Cameron. So for that, listen again, big up to Ben Whittaker. But joining Eddie Hearn, I was thinking, yo, now we're gonna see big fights, man, because people are telling me Ben Whittaker has the potential to be a superstar. Ben Whittaker can take over from the likes of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury once they're gone. You know, so I'm thinking, okay, but show us that you're a superstar. Not by fighting Benjamin Gavazi. I know. He's just joined Matchroom. Yeah. Eddie Hearn, he doesn't want to risk Ben Whittaker, you know, against some of the top light heavyweights here in the UK. He doesn't want to risk him, because if he goes in there, gets exposed, gets bashed up, gets knocked out, all of a sudden signing him potentially for a big fee, potentially for world title shots in the future. He's the big asset. He can generate millions of revenues for Matchroom. Eddie Hearn don't want to risk that. I understand, but come on. Benjamin Gavazi that no one's ever heard of. I mean, how is that gonna help build Ben Whittaker's profile? Here in the UK, we kind of know of him, but worldwide, like what does that do for Ben Whittaker? It doesn't really do much for him. He needs to fight the more established names. You know, and after Liam Cameron, we thought, you know, it's up and onwards for Ben Whittaker from now on. But Benjamin Gavazi, I mean, listen, I'm not buying this. I'm just not buying this. And by the way, there's a YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch a lot. Normally, I don't do this, innit? Normally, I don't be bigging up other YouTubers. Not really what I do. But Lawrence Esweki, he's a former GB team member. He's, you know, sparred the likes of Joe Joyce, Anthony Joshua, all the big names that you know. He sparred all these guys. He was in the same team as them. You know, Lawrence Esweki, I respect his opinion. I respect his intakes, his analysis on boxing fights. And I really like the guy, you know, but he had a lot to say a couple of days ago about Ben Whittaker being the next superstar. So I want to play that clip of him talking about it, and then I'm going to react to it. So yeah, let's check this out.
Say what you want, but Ben Whittaker has star quality. It's what I've been saying recently. Boxing needs the next superstar after Tyson Fury and AJ. And by the way, my name's Lawrence Esweki, a professional boxer and also a former member of GB amateur boxing team. We've got Moses Atama, who's a real talent, but he hasn't got that personality which you need if you want to be a superstar. And Ben Whittaker signing with Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, I think it's a match made in heaven. I do feel for Ben Shalom, but I'm sorry, it's a sinking ship. It's the Titanic all over. The video they put out, the promo, was hilarious. I think that's a taste of what's to come.
It's affiliated. Show me the money! You better yell, show me!
Ben hasn't fought in 6 months since he destroyed Liam Cameron, which is no good. Activity in boxing is so important, especially early on. And the simple fact is, if Ben Shalom was doing his job, Ben Whittaker would never have left. There's no doubt in my mind that Eddie Hearn can take Ben to the next level. Let me know what you think of it all. And if you're a fan of boxing and you don't follow, you know what you need to do. Boop.
Oh, hey, listen. Hey, shout out Lawrence Asweki, man. Hey, he makes, you know what? I like his analysis. I like the guy. I like the way he speaks. You know what I mean? My name is Lawrence Asweki, and I was in the GBT. All right, listen, big up to my brother. Big up. Listen, I agree with Lawrence here on some of the things he said in terms of like, Ben Whittaker, he does have what it takes to be a superstar. He does have it. But you know what? Yeah, for me, when I look at Ben Whittaker, I look at his social media, like his Instagram, his I think around about 3.5 million followers. Yeah, but I don't really see him being active outside of boxing. Do you know what I mean? I don't really see what he does. Like someone like Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury, they're really big personalities outside of boxing. Big in the ring and also big outside. Ben Whittaker hasn't got those star power qualities that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have outside of the ring. You know, and he's, like Lawrence said himself, he's just not busy enough. I mean, he fought Liam Cameron 6 months ago. That's not good enough, mate. And now you're fighting Benjamin Gavazi. He makes it even worse, mate. If you want to become a superstar, you need to fight the big boys. You need to fight fighters with big profiles, because if you fight the fighters with the big profiles, big names, that will elevate your name in return. I don't know, man. Maybe Eddie Hearn has bigger plans, you know. Maybe Eddie Hearn has something hidden that we can't see yet, that after Ben Whittaker gets past Benjamin Gavazi, maybe there's bigger fights, you know. But I was looking at, before I carry on, shout out to Lawrence Asweki. If you don't follow him, go follow him on Twitter, go follow him on Instagram, go follow him on TikTok, and go subscribe to his YouTube channel, because yeah, man, he's got great mindset. He's a boxer himself, yeah, so his analysis are great. Everything he talks about is great, and he's funny at the same time as well. So go check out the brother, man. Go do that now. As I was saying, I was looking at the landscape of the British light heavyweight scene, yeah, and you've got some fighters here that Ben Whittaker can fight. You've got Callum Smith, obviously he's number one light heavyweight British fighter. Then you've got Joshua Boati, you've got Anthony Yard, Dan Aziz. I mean, why can't Ben Whittaker fight Dan Aziz? Why can't he fight Dan Aziz? I mean, listen, he can beat Dan Aziz. I know Dan Aziz has got a lot of experience. He's been there with some big names like Joshua Boati, but surely Ben Whittaker fancies his chances against Dan Aziz. You know, you've got Craig Richards, ranked number 5. Why can't he fight Craig Richards? Padri McCrory, why can't he fight him? Lyndon Arthur, I know Lyndon Arthur is going to fight, but surely if Ben Whittaker can get past Benjamin Gavazi, notice I say get past, he should get past him, yeah? Lyndon Arthur could be a good option. Lyndon Arthur is fine for the European title, I believe. Lyndon Arthur could be a good option for Ben Whittaker. Then you go Shakan Peters, Willie Hutchinson, Karo Atuma, Billy Dennis. Listen, man, there's some fights out there. There's some names out there for Ben Whittaker to take on at British level. He shouldn't be going over to Germany, you know, or bringing someone over from Germany, Benjamin Gavazi, who nobody actually knows who's fought, nobody that we know, as his first fight on Matchroom. I thought, you know, first fight on Matchroom, let's get at least a domestic name, that someone that we all recognize, yeah, so we can all get excited about it. Come on, the next superstar of British boxing fighting a name, I'm sorry, no disrespect, that nobody knows. What's this about? Why? He needs to get some rounds. He barely got out second gear against Liam Cameron. And he fought 6 months ago, so he should have a lot in the tank. And he's linked up with Andy Lee, Joseph Parker's coach, who's kind of got rid of some of those fragilities, some of those silliness out of his game, because Andy Lee is one of the best coaches out there right now. He's going to have Ben Whittaker fully focused. For me, it's a shame, man. For me, it's a shame. He should be fighting one of the names in that top 10 light heavyweight ranking, especially the British fighters. You know, not someone from Germany that nobody knows. I mean, listen, all the best to the kid, to Ben Whittaker. I wish him all the best. You know, I really hope that he can go on and become a champion one day, but he has to start fighting some of these big names sooner rather than later if he wants to be the guy that actually takes over for Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury as the next superstars. I want to leave it at that, my people. I want to leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts on this fight. Ben Whittaker versus Benjamin Gavazi. What do you think of it? For me, waste of time. He should be fighting someone else, someone known. You know, that's just my take on it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. I'll really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. Please don't forget to smash the likes. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.